Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast, and we are being joined by the head coach of the Northwestern baseball team, Josh Reynolds. How's it going?
It's going great, man. I'm just excited to get the season started here in a few days.
So, what has it been like? I know this is you just recently took over this team. I know you're the interim head baseball coach at Northwestern. What's it going to be like heading into this year? What's the team like this year?
We're excited about it. And, I think from day one, we just asked the guys, just compete hard in practice. And we're going to try to make it, just tougher, and then you guys get to go out and have fun during the games, and they've responded the way we knew they were going to. It's a great group, great locker room, fun to be around every day. So they made it really easy to kind of have the transition.
Let's talk about who's going to be out there for you guys. Take me around the diamond. Who's going to be out there in every position?
Okay, so we'll start catcher J.C. Santini, grad transfer from St. Mary's. We lost a really good catcher last year, and Mikey Troutwine to the draft, so we had to fill that spot and make sure we were solid there. And we were able to pick up J.C. He's been solid, from day one. Just fits right into the locker room. Just great kid, enjoyable, and does a great job behind the plate. First base, Anthony Calarco. He had a great year last year. We're excited that he's back, and he's going to anchor our lineup as well. Second base, probably Evan Menarvik right now. Just great athlete, going to help us on the mound a little bit. So kind of bumped him over to second base to hopefully save his arm and give him a chance to close out some games for us also. And then shortstop, Tony Livermore. Third base, Vince Bianchina. And then left field, probably platoon a little bit in left field, with Luke Tanner, Stephen Rustich. In center field, Ethan O'Donnell. And then in right field, we'll have Ruben Fontes and Jay Bashirs.
All right, let's talk about the pitching staff. What are we going to expect there?
That's still, got to figure some things out, right? Like I think we have Mike Doherty will probably be the ace of the staff. He's been in that position the last couple of years, done a really good job for us, just really consistent. Jack Dyke is throwing the ball really well. We got a first year in Sean Sullivan who showed up on campus and is, kind of exceeded some expectations. We thought highly of him, but exceeded some expectations, kind of that Chris Sale lefty who just funky, right? Just has a little funk to him. So it's, he's probably be in the mix a little bit. We have another grad transfer, Michael Farinelli, who's shown some things. And then this, I think it's just got to play some games and figure it out. There's it's a lot of potential, but we need to see it overall, and then the consistency of it to kind of really figure out what the rotation and pen will look like.
So going into this season, what's it going to be? I don't know if you were around last year for what the Big Ten season was like, but overall, you guys are playing non-conference opponents again. What's that like for your team? As I've talked to almost every Big Ten coach about this.
Yeah, no, I was around for it. So that was, it's one of those where you get a chance to keep playing games now that we have midweeks, right? Like, the Big Ten conference it's a pretty good conference, overall, top to bottom. There's no easy weekends, and it's, you get some guys in there that maybe struggle on a weekend and they have to just sit there and kind of think about it until the next weekend, where now you kind of have those midweeks where hopefully we can get some more APs, just keep some more consistency going. It's going to be much better just, having a normal season. I mean, we got players on our teams that are juniors that have never played a full season, so it's going to be a little different scenario for them also, but it's going to be fun. And I hope we get through everything without any issues.
So talking about where you want to see this team go, and what do you guys need to do coming up this year to really get where you need to go?
I think with the main focus that we put with our team is just pitching and defense, right? Like last year, we gave a lot of free bases, on both areas there. So it's just pitching and defense, start there, and then just give yourself a chance. And then offensively, just figure out the day, right? Like in the Midwest, there's days where the wind blows out. There's days where the wind blows in. It's cold. You just figure that out, based on the guy that's on the mound. What do you need to do offensively that day to have a chance to win? But for us, it's just going to start playing great defense and not giving up free bases.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, kind of preview your upcoming matchups this weekend.
So we got University of Alabama, Birmingham, UAB. To be determined, right? It's a Casey Dunn coming in from Samford. Obviously, I don't know what everybody's going to look like, what players they have. They have some transfers, some JC transfers. So it's more just we're going to, obviously we've done our scouting report on them to figure out who they are. But I think this weekend's more about figuring out who we have, in the first few weekends of figuring out like who we have, what we can do. There's going to be some matchup potentials that, later on in the year you probably do. But right now you're going to see what guys can kind of figure out and do on their own and see what you got there, So it's about Northwestern this weekend and kind of seeing like who our team is and getting outside for the first time. Like we haven't been out on the field. We've been inside practicing. So, we're not going to be probably perfect there. But that's probably the main focus for us is our team putting guys in different positions, kind of seeing what we think we have seen so far leading up to the season, and then kind of figuring that out for the next weekend.
All right. Well, Josh, thank you so much for coming on and talking some Northwestern baseball, and we'll have you on again sometime later this year.
You bet. Thanks, Casey.